Hi everybody, today we're going to be having a go at making some Quorn chili con carne. These are my ingredients. This is the Quorn, which is a member being used with protein derived from mushrooms, tomato passata, some canned mushrooms, some mildly spiced red kidney beans, onion, combination of, there's 2 peppers in there and 3 carrots, a teaspoonful of cocoa. There'll be about a teaspoonful of ground cumin and crushed chilies to taste. Right, first thing in the pan is the onion. This is 1 medium onion. We can use what you like. There's no set recipe. I just like to use whatever I've got. Quorn products contain Quorn mycoprotein, a nutritious and sustainable protein source. Quorn mycoprotein is proven to have less impact on our planet resources than animal proteins. So like I've said to you before, we are not vegan or vegetarian, but we do like some vegetarian meals. It has to be cooked from frozen, so once I've got this sauce going, we'll then tip it in. I've got a red and yellow pepper and 3 thinly sliced carrots, 3 thinly sliced carrots. Just put a little bit more oil in the pan, help it along. I do try to use no more than a tablespoon of oil total. Obviously I won't let you watch the whole bit of this frying. I'll chop it down so you just get the beginning and the end. And this is what it looks like, the minced version anyway. You can get it as chunks and you can get it as slices. You can get it as strips for stir frying. That's what it looks like. It looks a little bit like textured vegetable protein, but I prefer it to textured vegetable protein. Anyway, I'm hoping to make enough to give us at least 2 meals each, or maybe even 2 meals and a snack. Let me see if we want this to have any colour in it in a moment. Right, so in here is a teaspoonful of cocoa, half a teaspoon of chilli flakes, and a teaspoon of cumin. I always use cocoa now because my friend Choo Choo from Mexico said that's what they do. They use chicken chocolate stock juice, but this is a chili. Cocoa is a good substitute. And there are the mushrooms. I was going to strain the chilies and then kidney beans, and I realised they're actually in a sauce, so I don't want to do that. Normally I would use a tin of tomatoes, but I've got some passata that I want to use up. Might add some water to that in a moment. I hope it's not too spicy, that kidney bean sauce, otherwise we'll be in trouble. Okay, now for the Quorn. Could just use half a bag, but I say I want to make a lot, so I'm going to use the entire bag. It's a bit difficult to stir in. It does say this takes 10 minutes, but it's going to have a bit longer than that because I need to get the carrots cooked. Probably should have held off on this to begin with. Yeah, I am going to need some water. It's probably about half a box. It probably says to cook from frozen so that it doesn't disintegrate, but I don't mind if it disintegrates because I like smooth chilli, chunky chilli, medium chunk chilli. I'll tell you what I've forgotten to put in is some garlic. So I'll have to use the instant garlic. Needs must. I think that could do with a little bit more liquid. Yeah. So my cooking is very ad hoc. I vaguely follow recipes, or I will follow a recipe if I don't know it at all. And then I always adapt. So I'm going to bring that up to the boil. Cover it and simmer it. And come back and check it. Now, the only things I've got to go in as it gets near the end is some tomato puree to thicken it and a stock cube. Now, you can use chicken, pork, beef, lamb. I'm going to use lamb because this Quorn has absolutely no taste. It picks up the taste of whatever it's cooking in to a certain extent. But I'm quite happy to use some lamb stock cubes, so I'll get 2 out, although I think I'll only use one of them, but we'll see. Yeah, like I've said before, I'm a home chef. I'm not, or home cook. I'm not a chef by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a home cook, so we get what we get at the end of the day. I'm probably going to give this 20 or so minutes and then come back and check it. So we'll cover that, and then I'll set the beeper for 20 minutes. We'll see you later. Bye for now. Hi everyone, and welcome back. I have made a mistake. Everything else was cooked and finished after 20 minutes, but the carrots are still al dente. It's my fault. I should have used cooked carrots. I've added 2 lamb stock cubes. Now I'm just going to finish it off with some tomato puree. Now this has been going for 40 minutes, but I think, like I said, if you'd used cooked carrots, it probably would have been ready in 20 to 30 minutes. Let's just have a little taste. The carrots are still going to be al dente. See, it's held its shape relatively well. Quite soft. Add a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And then I'm going to turn that off. And that is done. Again, with using the whole packet of Quorn, we have got quite a lot. Just leave that to sit there for a little while. So there you have it, a steaming hot bowl of Quorn chili con carne. The only addition I'm going to put on that is a little bit of grated cheese, which I haven't got organised yet. I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time. Bye for now.